Welcome to our first video at UK Rejoin the EU. We have many of these planned for the future, which will keep the community updated about what's going on with Brexit and the campaign to rejoin the EU moving forward. We very much see this as a grassroots campaign that has to be very different to the Remain campaign given its total failure. In this first video, we are just going to go over the outline of the campaign goals. Firstly, we need to compile a list of promises made by the Leave campaigners with evidence for each and every one that has been broken. We'll need to also compile evidence to show that Brexit is responsible and not let the Brexiteers blame anything or anyone else. Secondly, compile a list of practical losses to the average person being out of the EU with evidence for each. We will also need to compile a list of practical gains to the average person if we were to rejoin the EU with evidence for each. Thirdly, as we start to move closer to the next general election, lobby all MPs from all parties to have a rejoin referendum in their manifesto at the next election. It can be seen as a confirmation vote. Now we know what life is like outside of the EU compared to what life was like inside the EU, and also what was promised by the Brexiteers. Fourthly, once we have won our opportunity for a rejoin referendum, we must fight positively to rejoin the EU. We will use our compiled list of positives from goal number 2 to do this and spend minimal effort on the negatives and broken promises, as a negative campaign rarely wins. They can't call it Project Fear when all we're doing is campaigning on the positives of rejoining the EU. Things are so fluid at the moment in the UK, the EU and around the world that things may change or develop differently over the next 3 to 4 years. But if they don't change much, the goals will not change, if at all. So the way all of us, including you, can get involved right now is to proceed with goal number 1. We need a full and concise list with absolute evidence, whether a video, article or other media, of each and every promise made by the Leave campaign in 2016 and since. Start adding them to the group and remember to use the tag campaign goals number 1 when you add them. Remember to provide links to the evidence. Video is always best evidence, or articles written by the person making the promise as opposed to a third party. Thanks for watching the video. Please share it and let's start building the campaign to rejoin the EU together.